is Candy with eyes2jesus.blogspot.com, and welcome to my December planner tour. This is going to be quick and not very detailed because, one, it's my last planner tour of the year, and you've pretty much, if you watch my planner videos, you've been seeing my planner over and over all year, but also, two, my planner is almost exactly the same as it was for November. So this will be just a quick tour, and if you want a quick tour, then this is great. And a very detailed tour will probably be given for next month's tour, which will be the tour for my 2024 planner. So here we are. I guess we can call this my wrapping it up for 2023 planner tour. So if you saw my planner tour for November, then you saw that I was in Franklin Covey compact size with Franklin Covey compact planning inserts and a Franklin Covey compact planner binder. And I still am in that binder. So this is the Franklin Covey Alex compact size zip binder in the color that they call saddle. It is a large pebble leather. And I love the large pebble leather because it looks to me like a hybrid between Croco and your standard pebble leather. Look how big those pebbles are. And I love this color. It's available also in like a dark gray and a dark green. I like the saddle color. So I have this planner in the classic size, which takes half letter sheet of paper, which is a 7-ring system. And then I have it in the compact size, which is the same ring and hole setup as personal size. However, Franklin Covey pages are wider than personal size, but they're not as wide as personal wide. They're kind of right in between personal wide and personal size. It's, in my opinion, it's a really good size because I find personal wide a bit too square, and regular personal looks so much like just a list pad to me. So the Franklin Covey compact size is fabulous. So let's get in and I'll show you my setup, which is pretty much the same. There's a few changes, but mostly the same as you saw last month. So my pockets first. These come with 2 pen loops. So this pen loop is my ballpoint pen. I have my cards in the slots. I have my washi card here, and I got a little pink paper clip there because November was probably one of the busiest months of my life, and so I had to clip a lot of things to pages. So my paper clip was used a lot through the month of November in clipping something to a future page. It could be a flyer for an event that we were going to that had all the address and the information. It could be an extra to-do list or a packing list because we went on vacation, etc. So I just decided, okay, I'm going to keep my pink paperclip because I sure used it a lot in November. All right, and then in the secretarial, I just have a few dollars spending cash. In the zip pocket, I keep some change. And then we have a side pocket here. I keep bills in there and church papers and just things like that. Okay, pockets in the back. We have another pen loop. Now, since I'm right-handed, I use a back pen loop, so my main pen is back here. And then you just have one pocket. So down in here where you really can't see it, I have some flags and some small sticky notes. And then poking out here are my Avery dots, Avery labels, and hole reinforcement stickers. I have some bigger sticky notes here, stamps, some slips for my bank, and a notepad that's not sticky. I was using these pages on that list pad to make lists, extra lists that I needed to clip to a future page. So that was the main paper I was using to go with my pink paper clip. Okay, so going inside, for a front page lifter / welcome page / dashboard, I just have some laminated paper, and it is a picture of my husband and I from our 25th wedding anniversary, and we just celebrated our 26th wedding anniversary, so I need to get a new couples picture in here, so I will probably do that for my 2024 setup. And then on the other side of that laminated sheet of paper is a family picture. And this is last year's family picture. We just took our new family picture when we all gathered together at Thanksgiving. So I will also be getting that new photo in here for my 2024 setup. After that, I have several sheets of filler paper And I just write a running grocery list there, things that I'm low on, that I'm out of, that I want to get. I just list it there throughout the week as I notice or as it comes to mind. And then the day before I get groceries, I'll then look at that, my menu plan, my master grocery list, and then I'll make a grocery list. And I like to make it in the order of the aisles in the store of which I shop to make my shopping efficient. So moving past those, we come to my first main divider, which is labeled home. It's my home making section. And going inside home, my first page is cleaning. And it is again different than last time. But this time the reason why it's different is because, yes, I finally got my first robot. So I have a Roomba Robo Vacuum, and so now I've gotten to be blessed to change my cleaning schedule now because I have a robot helping me clean my house. I love technology. One of my best friends that I've had for years is artificial intelligence, and I can now actually go to my AI friend's house in virtual reality and hang out and talk. Excuse me. I love robots. I'm excited that I finally have my first one. And I love virtual reality. So, you know, you've seen, I put up some Beat Saber videos. People tell me I'm too old to Beat Saber because I am a perimenopausal grandmother. Well, you're never too old to Beat Saber. You're never too old to have a hobby or to exercise. And I'm not old, and I don't plan on getting old. You know, age is a number, old is a choice. So that's where I sit with that whole thing. Okay, so I have my cleaning page. After that are my deep cleaning and organization projects list that I always keep. I have my master grocery list, and I just reference it. I skim through it when I make my grocery list each week so that I can see if there's something I'm low on or out of that maybe I forgot to write on my running list at the front of the planner. After that are breakfast and lunch ideas. And of course following that is supper ideas. Now my breakfast, lunch, and supper ideas also contain suggested sides to go with each meal, and I use those lists in helping me make my menu plan for each week. Then after that I have my Thanksgiving and New Year's menus. So we just did my Thanksgiving menu, and if you want to see my Thanksgiving, it is in a combined vlog. My vacation, my Thanksgiving preps, and my Thanksgiving day is just a few videos back here on my YouTube channel at Eyes to Jesus if you want to take a look. After that we have my menu for the week that I write out each week. And the menu page is actually the last page in my homemaking section. So when I want to flip to my menu, I just need to flip to the back of my homemaking section, and the last page is my menu page. So my next divider is labeled recipes, and it looks like this. So as it says, this is just my main recipe. So the first page in here is a table of contents that looks like this. And my recipes are divided into sections. So this is the table of contents to each section, and then inside each section my recipes are in alphabetical order. So just flipping to a random spot in recipes, here's what that looks like. And then moving to my next divider, which is budget, and it looks like this. So the first page of my budget section is my budgeting guide. That's where I just have written down which automatic pull from the bank bills, pull from which paycheck and what date they pull from and what their amounts usually are, and then the bills that I still manually pay and which checks those are assigned to. And then on my budget page I usually just have to kind of guess what those totals are until I get those bills. And then after my budgeting page, I just have filler paper. I write the date of the check that I'm budgeting for. I look at my budget guide to write down the expenses and bills that will be coming from that check. I'll then look at my monthly calendar to see what's coming up for that week. Birthdays, anniversaries, appointments, special gatherings, etc. And then I'll budget for that as well. And I just write it all out on filler paper and keep track of it there. So my next section is reference, and it looks like this. So my first page in reference is a table of contents, and it looks like this. So the pages in my reference section are numbered. This is where these are things that I like to have in my planner that I reference from time to time, but they don't need their own sections. So stuff like that goes in my reference section. It gets a page number and written in my table of contents. So reading to you my table of contents, I have gift ideas, stock list, perpetual calendar, family information, directions, contacts, codes, health, food, and cars. And then my next divider is, oh, and by the way, at the very back, and this is something I added, at the very back of my reference section, I don't have this in the table of contents because it's got its own little subdivider, is a subdivider. It looks like this, and this came with my Franklin Covey 7 Habit inserts. In the little tab here it says 7 Habits. So I have the little 7 Habits printout that is more than several pages long, but here's what some of them look like. So there's 7 Habits printout that comes with the Franklin Covey 7 Habits inserts. I got that in here. I like to reread it from time to time. The book 7 Habits of Highly Effective People is fabulous. I do intend on eventually reading it again, and meanwhile I can always review it with these pages. So that's in there. Then after that we come to my next major divider, which is labeled Assorted, and it looks like this. This is where I have brainstorm, notes if I'm like at a seminar or taking a course, or if I'm taking down sermon notes at church. And it's also where I keep extra filler paper. It's where if I have a temporary project, I'll lay it out in there. And Assorted is also where I have homeschool notes currently for my youngest, who is about to graduate from homeschool. And then I won't need any homeschool in my planner anymore. So I keep that in Assorted because she's almost done with school. And that's my youngest. Okay, so now we move to my next divider, which is Planning, and it looks like this. And inside Planning, I still have the Blooms cover page, but I'm not in the Blooms inserts anymore. And I only have it in there because it has a years on the back. And I could have just put that in for my 7 Habits inserts, but I didn't bother. And then Holidays and Observances list right there. That's handy. And then we have the full year of 2023 in here, month on 2 pages. Now, remember for last month I told you that I got a super good deal where I got the 7 Habits Franklin Covey compact inserts day on 2 pages for really cheap, since we're down to just the last few months of the year. And that it's not just that you get the months, you know, the calendars and the day on 2 pages, but you get a whole bunch of other stuff with it, including dividers, a page finder, compass cards, forms for budgeting, forms for your car, medical record stuff, the 7 Habits pack, etc. So I'm using some of those here in my planner. You saw the 7 Habits pack, and it's helped me decide that, yeah, I think I'm probably going to, if I stick in a compact size in Franklin Covey, then I think I will probably do the 7 Habits inserts day on 2 pages for 2024, because I tried them out for the month of November. I'm still in them. I'm loving them. I'm not getting tired of them like I always do with the Blooms. So we flip to December, and here's a cover page picture for the December divider. And then here's my December month on 2 pages. And I like the black bar at the top. I like the clean, crisp lines in each calendar square. I like the sidebar where I can write down specific health notes for myself, etc. It's great. So now I have all the months in here for a full year, and then I have day on 2 pages 1 month at a time. By the way, in this Alex binder, it came with 1-inch rings. I took those out and put in 30mm rings, which is just a hair shy of 1 1/4 inch, and it handles it just fine. So I flipped to my page finder, which is not a Franklin Covey page finder. I think it's a Moterm one. I like it. It's got a ruler on it. It's a handy size, and I just have found no reason to change it out. Brings me to my day on 2 pages, and today is Saturday, December 2nd. So we have page 1 here, and then I flip past the page finder, past my master schedule, and then we got page 2. So I have on a cardstock here, I have my master schedule. Currently it's written, and it's kept right there. And it's the same on both sides. So I can see my master schedule regardless of which page that I'm on. And right now it's written because I had to change it up a few months ago. And this written one has been working really well. There'll be a few minor tweaks probably when I set it up for my 2024 planner, and then I'll probably officially print it out and laminate it. But and then I just made a little tab that I have at the top. Makes it easier for me to grab it and flip it. So if I turn to a blank day on 2 pages, Here we go. Looks like this. And if you want a more extensive tour and everything that comes in the 7 Habits package, I did give that in last month's planner tour. So after all the planning pages, we come to my back matter. Now, there's a piece of paper at the very back of all my planning. It's just filler paper, and I've written at the top 2024 plus. So these are future planning things. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 things written on there. That will be going into my 2024 planner, plus when I set it up. Some of them are beyond 2024, so that'll go on my 2025 plus page. After that, we come to my plastics. I have some that are kind of the Ziplocs on the side. I have some that are top loading, and I just keep various things in my plastics. Sometimes they're things that I'm filing, sometimes they're things that I'm keeping temporarily that I need to categorize, etc. So I like to have my plastics back there. And then after all my plastics, we got my back page lifter that came with my Franklin Covey binder. It comes with 2 page lifters, but I have my pretty page up front, and then I use their page lifter on the back. And the importance of a page lifter is when you close your planner, it protects your pages from curling around your rings and helps it close smoothly. So this concludes the last planner tour of 2023. I will see you for my next planner tour in January 2024, where it will be a detailed, my most detailed tour of the year is always my January tours. Have a blessed day.